Hey, hello everyone. It's Lacey with Living with Lacey. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. I cannot believe we are almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I am so excited every time I see that someone else has joined our planner and planning family, and so I really appreciate you. If you've not clicked on the notification bell, go ahead and click on that because there's some more videos coming up, especially as we get close to 2022. I cannot believe I'm even saying that, y'all. 2022. It seemed like it was just January, and so it's October. And if you're like me, you're kind of thinking and wondering, what am I going to do for 2022? So I have been pondering and just really trying to iron it down as far as what inserts do I want to use, because, and I'm going to suggest this to you also, don't wait until December to try to get your 2022 inserts. I'm letting you know right now, things sell out fast at these shops, and it's close when we get to like Christmas and New Year's Eve. Some of the smaller shops take a 2-week break, and so you'll be sitting around saying, oh my God, I should have purchased this. So October is the month that I usually start looking at what I want to get for the next year, and I'll go ahead and purchase it. So next week I am planning on purchasing all of my 2022 planner inserts, and so I kind of wanted to walk you through my thoughts. Now, there are a couple of things that I'm still, y'all, I mean, come on, this is very important, you know, what we use. And so there's a couple of things that I'm still kind of on the fence about using, and I'll explain why. I want to go through and just show you the inserts that I'm using right now and let you know my thoughts, and then I'm going to show you a couple of websites. There are 3 websites that I plan on using as far as my major inserts, which is of course going to be Cloth and Paper, Infinite Lotus, and then Ellemon Paper Co. Those are the 3 planner companies that I plan on using for my major inserts. So I'm looking at inserts for my half letter, and I'm looking at inserts for my HP Mini. All right, so if you're interested in seeing what I plan on using for 2022, stick around. All right, let's get started. All right, so when it comes to like accessory, as far as like dashboards and journaling cards and sticky notes and, you know, just accessories like that, I have several companies that I like to use, and I'm gonna do an accessory video pretty soon just to let you know my favorite accessories for 2021. But when it comes to my inserts, as far as my weekly and my monthly and my dailies, I'm very particular about those, simply because the quality of the paper. I like paper that is very sturdy, has a nice little thickness to it, the way the pen writes on it. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not going to mention the company, but the company that I used to use, you just don't know quality paper until you use quality paper. And so the first company that I used was Cloth and Paper, and as far as a sophisticated piece of paper, and oh my God, it was such a difference. I do have a couple of things that I use from Amazon, like 11 disc. I do get some dot and grid paper and lined paper from them. The quality is pretty good. It's not on the lines as these other planner companies, but yeah. All right, so I want to start with, I'm just going to start, y'all, I've thought long and hard through this video on where to start, and I found it quite difficult. So let's look at my monthly first, and I'm going to show you what I'm using, and then we're going to go to the website to show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to start with my monthly. So this year, 2021, I used a quarterly overview from Ellemon Paper Co. Paper quality, y'all, it's buttery. It is beautiful. So the question is, did this work for me, and would I use it again? I think it did work for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it again. I think I am, though. I believe so. I think it worked. I kind of felt like the reason why I'm trying to see if I'm going to use that again. So this quarterly overview kind of reminded me of the front page of the monthlies. What I do think I liked about it, y'all, I'm probably going to order this. What I do think I liked about it, though, let's just say a date came up and someone said, oh, Lacey, you know, I'm having a party in October. This is where I went and just kind of added it in. And I kind of just had to choose, you know, where to write it in. Yeah. So I did like the quarterly overview for that. I'm just trying to think if there's something better that I could use, and is this really important for me to use? I do think I need some type of overview for that particular purpose. And I do like it's in quarters. So I have quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. That works for me. So I do like it. I think it's going to be a thumbs up for me. I am looking at, okay, so then next, I usually like to get the monthlies. Y'all, I'm a monthly girl, and it is totally necessary that I have a monthly overview. My thought is, do I want to use Cloth and Paper's monthly overview again, or do I want to try another company? But overall, am I going to have a monthly? Yes, absolutely. Now, to some of, so let's just say, let me see if it's on the weekly. I don't think it's on the dated. Some of the weeklies come with the monthly, but I think I do like it's separated like this. And I usually try to keep the quarter in my planner. So I have October, November, and December, but I'm definitely going to get a monthly overview. So let's see. I have a piece of paper here that I've written out everything. Y'all, it's good to kind of sit down and go look and check out all the planner websites so you can decide what's going to work for you. So we'll take a look at this, but I'm definitely going to get a monthly, and I'm just thinking of this weekly overview. All right, the next thing, let's look at my weekly inserts, and I'm going to tell you how I felt about it. And then after I go through my weekly, my monthly, and the daily, and then I'll go through and tell you what I'm thinking about using. All right, so for my weekly, Cloth and Paper came out with this new horizontal weekly. I absolutely love it. I think I've decided, so I had it for my half letter. This is the undated, and I do have it dated also. I've decided that I'm going to use this for my mini and not necessarily use it in my half letter. You see how I paused? So I think that's going to work out and not have it in my, because I started feeling like I was using that I started feeling like I was doing two, right? So I have my mini, and let me see where my weekly is. So I felt like I was having two, right? And I did, that I was writing the exact same thing. So I'm looking at how best to kind of not spend a whole lot of money and kind of streamline what I'm using. So I'm going to use this horizontal weekly in my mini and not put it in my half letter. But let me show you what I did like for my half letter. I like using Infinite Lotus's weekly. The reason being, it's because it doesn't go into a lot of details, and it's just kind of like a weekly overview. And I think this is going to work for my half letter. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna do the weekly. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting it undated and not dated. When you have items that are dated, you waste a lot too, because I don't think I need this every single week. If it's a light week and I have things I need to write in it, then I'll have it. So I'm thinking the weekly undated is going to work for me. But that's going to work. So I'm going to use this horizontal, not in my half letter, but I'm going to get it for my mini. And that's going to work. And I like all the things. And y'all, just because you're starting out with something doesn't mean you're going to end with something. I have, or end with that layout. Sometimes I'll see a layout and I'll, it might be June, and I'll go ahead and try it, especially try the undated. It's a little less expensive and it's just a layout that you can try. So that's what I'm planning on doing. All right, so next, let's look at the daily. So remember I told you there's some things I'm still kind of going through and thinking through. Okay, y'all, I've been using this daily on 2-page all year long. I didn't like it the first day in January, and I don't like it now. I don't like seeing all of this for my daily. I just hit something. I don't like seeing all of this. This starts making me feel like it's a weekly. I only want to see what's on the page for today. This has caused me some anxiety, and y'all let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. I have a friend, she said, no, this just works for me. This does not work for me. Visually, I only want to see what's on the day. Now, I have this old planner where I used let me see, find a daily that I used. This is what Cloth and Paper used to have. This used to be just a everyday. They had the schedule right here, and then you have top 3 priorities, and then it had the notes and tasks. This to-do list. This works for me. I only want to see today. I'm a school teacher, and I can look across the board at my weekly to see what's going on, but this felt like a weekly to me, so I'm not going to order that again. And Cloth and Paper has changed its dailies once again. I do need a schedule at the bottom because of how my day changes every single day. So I'm going to use a daily from Infinite Lotus. It's going to cost a lot more, but seriously, it's not going to cause me anxiety to look at it. So this right here has just, I use it, but it's not something, when I open up my planner, it just does not bring me joy as far as how the daily goes. Now let's see what else I have. As far as list goes, I'm still going to probably order. I don't think this is as important. I have some things like this. For list, I'll probably use 11 disc. That's not necessarily important for me. The expense tracker and projects, I still have some of these papers, so I'm not going to use that. I still receive my box from Cloth and Paper. Okay, so this gratitude sheet that I ordered from, it was called a line a day. I think I got it from Ellemon Paper Co. I think I need something for gratitude incorporated into my weekly or incorporated into my daily. I just did not do well at having a separate gratitude list. I thought this was going to be so cool too, y'all. There are some days that I did it and I missed it. And I think gratitude needs to go more into a journal. So even for like next year, I'm thinking about, remember we received this A5. So I'm thinking about having this A5 sit next to my bed, and I actually put journaling and gratitude in it. The problem is my planner is always on my desk. I think I need something next to my bed that I can journal in and write my gratitude. It doesn't have to be something separate. Let me know in the comments below if you journal or if you have a gratitude list and how that worked out for you this year. This did not work out for me, and so I'm not going to order this again. As far as the finances go, I have enough of these purchase trackers. I really like the one from, I believe it was Ellemon Paper Co. I like this expense tracker right here. Yeah, I think it was Ellemon Paper Co. I like it, and I still have plenty of those. I don't have to order those. But the main sheets that the main things I want to order for 2022 is basically going to be the monthly, the weekly, and the dailies. All right. So these are the things that worked for me and the things that did not work for me, the things that gave me layouts that gave me a little grief. So let's get into, and what I'm going to do is just kind of take you to the website and just show you what I am planning on ordering for 2022. Let me know if you have any questions so far. And guys, these could change by next week, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I've thought long and hard as to what I'm planning on getting. And so I want to jump into it. This is the list that I've made. And so let's go to the companies and just see what I plan on getting. The first company I wanted to share with you where I'll be purchasing some of my inserts is Cloth and Paper. I've been using Cloth and Paper for some time, and I'm just letting you know, if you haven't tried them, Ashley and her team are amazing at minimalistic design. So the first insert that I'll purchase is the horizontal weekly layout. Now, I received this for the first time in my subscription box to try, and the first week I used it, I was thrilled. I mean, it works so well for me. So as I said before, I'm planning on purchasing this for my HP Mini. I love the minimalistic design of it. I love that you have one side that is blank, the other side is a grid, and you also can use, like I use the grid to do like a to-do list and then use the first box to check everything off. So I love it. And it's from January to December, very minimalistic. I love the additional sections that it has on it, which is priority, memo, and next week. And then there is a calendar so you can look ahead. The next planner insert that I plan on adding to my planner, which is a must-have, is the monthly insert. It's a Monday start, and this is something that I need to keep my month just organized, and it's a must-have for me. So that's all for Cloth and Paper. The next company that I plan on getting some things from is Ellemon Paper Co. I love Ellemon. It's once again very simple, very minimalistic, and extremely functional. So the first thing I want to show you what I'm planning on buying for my half letter is the monthly planner. Actually, I wanted to show y'all this. I'm not going to purchase this. This is what I thought about purchasing. I'm not going to purchase this. I thought about purchasing this, and then I decided to go back and use my monthly for Cloth and Paper. But I still want to show you, I really like it, but what I did not like it was that memo on the right side. I have to have it on the left side. So that just bothered me right there. All right, so y'all remember I told you that I could not use the dailies from Cloth and Paper because they had them on two on both pages. I cannot, y'all. So this is for my half letter. I'm going back to a day on one page. I think this works better for me in the job that I have. Everything is changing every day, and I don't want to be overwhelmed by looking at really what's ahead. I just want to focus on today. So this is my daily planner. It's a little more expensive than Cloth and Paper, but for the year, I think it's going to work for me. All right, the next company is Infinite Lotus, and this is a weekly overview that I'm going to get for my half letter. Remember when I told you that I don't have a lot of things to do for the week? This is just a great insert. It kind of gives you just a quick little overview of your week. And so This is a dashboard. I'm going to get the Life Starts All Over Again dashboard. I thought I'd just throw that in there for you. I love these colors. It is so beautiful. I thought about getting that fall mood dashboard, but by the time I get it, fall's going to be over. The next one I'm going to get is the Artistry of Life dashboard. I don't know, it's just something about the movement in here with the paint and the colors. These are all the colors I like to use in my planner, and so I really like this. The last dashboard I'm going to get from them is the 2022, the Vellum Overlay dashboard. I love the way this looks. I love the way this looks. And so I plan on getting this to go in the front of my planner. All right. Also, I remember we talked about earlier about a monthly overview. I'm going to go with this monthly overview instead of doing the quarterly overview like I did this year. I'm going to do the monthly overview. I love how I can just maybe use my dot stickers to show what's, that there's something going on. And then below I can just write down everything that's happening. And then if I get a date that's far in advance, I can always throw a sticky note on here and write it down, rather than me having all the months in there. I'll keep a quarter in my agenda. And of course, I'm getting this for my half letter. So this is everything that I'm getting for 2022. Let me know what y'all think about these inserts. I'm excited. Hopefully nothing changes. If it does, follow me on Instagram, you'll know. And so let me know how you feel. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. Don't forget, like, subscribe, give it a click on that notification bell. Have a great week.